Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay, now we have to know what it is. No? All right. Okay, well, but you know, lessons learned, right? It's not stupid if you learn something from it. Well, yay. That was nice to get an update from everybody. That was a lot of nice news this morning. We're going to put those feet in. Thank you for coming back. So we could get some of that news. Judith, nothing from Judith while we breathe in. Nah. Are you still doing your Ethiopia relief? Right? Another good organization. Good people. Wow. That's such a lot of work. If anybody needs an elder care lawyer, I can recommend one. She really helped us a lot figure out mom's Medicaid and how to find people to help and blah, 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 blah. Nara, anything from you while we breathe in, expanding? I know. Ow. Okay, water. Oh, nice. So take your arms up, you guys. Hold them up. What color is the floor? Now pull down into scarecrow. Good. All. Push it. Uh-huh. That's it. Pull it in and push it up. Good. Bring it in. When is that? Oh, it's coming up. Good. One more. Pull it in. Good. And push it up. Good. Now take your right hand, pull down. This is your archer to the sky. So you're pushing your armpit open as much as you can, pulling the other shoulder blade back. Good. And then up and pull. Good. And pull. That's it. So as you're reaching now, can you press into your feet a little bit and let yourself start to open up the front of your hip space? A lot of us tend to just stay stuck in there. So let the feet be your anchor, but the rest of you floats up away from those feet. That's it. Reach that space. Good. And one more. Push. Good. All right. And then bring those elbows in, palms up. Open up the collarbones. Okay, we're going to hold this here for just a second. We're in double door space. So if I'm not careful, this is how I do my double door. You can see my butt is back, and my chest is jutting forward, and my ribs should be back here. Can you see that? Here's the box of my rib. It should be sitting here. So if you're like me, press into your toes first. That usually should start that float back, and then just consciously let it sit over the torso. And then try opening your doors again with that mindfulness, right? So the more I open the door, the more I want my toes to press down. Big toe, pinky toe, middle toes at 20%. Yes, good. That's it. Good. That's it. And then you should notice little inner thighs lift up. And then a lot of booty lift. You get a little extra booty lift. Do you notice that? Good. Good. And one more. Hold it open. Press those arms out. Good. Bring them back in and close. Good. Feet. Good. Centers. Good. Back in. Is it from the shoulder blade? Right, super tight. So so Nara's asking, what if just this is the struggle, right? Getting this open, there's so much resistance from here. So funnily enough, that has to do also with a little bit of your back position. So if you can press down into your toes and allow your belly to lift up, it should breathe into that and then feel a sense of kind of almost relax or ease through the front. Live in that first space for a second, and then encourage your arms to go a little further. Because, yeah, good. One more. We're going to open that up. Good, good. And then we're just going to unpeel that all the way down. Good. Shake it out. So that made my mid-back tired. Hopefully your mid-back is feeling it across the shoulder blades here, right in this space from the sides to here, to the middle. Yes, anybody? Yeah, good. 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 All right. So then let's take ourselves, we're going to go into roll down. So Mary in the front, you can't walk out to a plank, can you? Okay. All right. Okay, so you guys, we're going to go into our bow. Give yourself 2 bows and then take that deeper into your roll down, right? You're all old pros. There's nobody new to class. Even Mary, you're not exactly new to class. You know what to do. Yeah. And then you're going to take that into 2 roll downs. And then after your 2 roll downs, you're going to start to add in your plank walkouts and walk back in and roll all the way up. Okay? So anyone who would prefer to not walk out on their hands, you could roll down in front of a wall and then neutral hinge to your wall and walk up your wall. It's a nice gentle way to come back up. So I'm rolling down. And then I'm reaching to my wall in a neutral hinge, lifting my tail, and then walking up that wall. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Nice, Chinda. Nice getting your hips to move there. Yep, pull that sits bone up. Nice job, you guys. And when you get to about your 4th time coming out for your walkout, you can hold it. When you're on those hands, make sure you've got all 10 fingers. Oops. Hand lotion right before we start makes things slippery. Yeah. And if you've held it already for 4 breaths, then you can gently come down to your knees or any position that feels comfortable. Don't eat that. Don't eat that. Why do you do that? You're smarter than that. Let's see, where's everybody? Almost everybody's in a rest place. Except for Annie. Annie's boldly holding that plank. She's so strong. We're going to flip around, sit on our butts. Good. And then wake up that mid-back a little bit more. So if you have a hanging strap, like Chinta might, you could hold on to that. Or what's fun is she happens to have her bar on. She could put her back to it with her bar under her thighs. And then it really makes her have to keep, it just gives her that nice tactile sensation of keeping that bar pressed down. Or you can just hold the bar. There you go. Yeah. Good. And lift. Good. Okay. Good. One more. Coming up. Good. Stay lifted. Stay lifted. Can you open your knees a little bit and just rock your pelvis forward? So not your chest, the front of your hip bones. Let them rock forward. We're looking for a little bit of hip motion there. Good. Bring the knees back to parallel and round back. Good. Up. Open the knees a little. Bring your hip bones forward. That's it. Getting that mobility there. Good. And then back in and rounding back. Good. Oh. And then up. Hip bones forward. There you go. Good. and back. Last time. Up. Good. And then back to parallel. Good. Let go. Scoop back into C curve. Take your left arm, open up to the side. Keep your belly on. Good. Coming back up and all the way up. And then we'll alternate sides. Rotate. Sorry. Go back into your C curve. Right arm opens up. That's it. And all the way up. Good. Open it up. Let your collarbones open. Pay attention to this shoulder. I'm going to show you the same side again, but you can alternate. When this opens, watch that it doesn't try to counterbalance by pushing forward. Let that stay open. Hey, don't eat that. What are you doing? You don't eat the plants. Sorry. You keep moving. I'm trying to keep my dog from poisoning himself. What are you doing? He usually doesn't do that. I think he keeps hoping it's going to be something better. Yeah, that's a good boy. You're not in trouble. That's my bear. Good. Yeah, can you feel that when you get that shoulder open? Then you get more help from those abs. They need to help hold you versus your neck and chest trying to hold you up. Make sense? Let's extend those legs all the way out. Dorsiflex your feet so your toes are up and your heels are down. All right, neutral hinge. So now you're straight line. Good. Coming up, feel your sits bones rock under you. Pull those ribs in over your hips. Good. Neutral hinge again. Good. Sits bones rock under you and back. Pull the ribs over the hips. So this one is super hard, just alignment wise, right? Because a lot of us will come up and keep pushing our chest forward. I want us to learn where we are in space, right? Hold this relationship as much as we can. Good. Two more. Neutral hinge. Good. Upper ribs in. Nice. And last one, keeping those heels pressing down. Good. And in. Okay, so then we go hinge. Open the collarbones. Push it all the way back up in one motion. Neutral. Open the collarbones. Press it all the way back up. So Joseph Pilates called the neutral hinge tilt. Let's just tilt. Good. And then twist and up and press back. Tilt. Open. Press. Good. Get your hips to come with you, Margie. Make your hip bones lift you. The front of your hip bones, push them forward. So when you're ready here, feel a push. Or think about your sits bones pulling back. And if you need to, go ahead and bend your knees on the way up if that helps. Good. Should we try one more each side? One more. I see a lot of you thinking about that last one. Do it again. Open wide. Good. Push. Good. And neutral hinge. Open wide. Good. Push. Very nice. We're just going to roll ourselves down to the mat. I'm just scooting so I can still see you. Good. So it's round one vertebrae at a time. Good. Arms stay to the ceiling. We'll bend the knees. Feet are flat on the mat. Inhale and exhale right up into bow. Good. You're in flat back or a C curve position. And then gently round back down. Inhale and exhale. Good. So in that C curve, again, think of starting your abdominals from your pelvic floor, lifting upward, right? Instead of just trying to nail your belly button to the floor. Really pull up through your middle. You should feel those ribs engage, narrowing in, not just pushing them down to your hips, right? Pull it together. Good. And then let's add in a right leg tabletop. Good. Check your pelvis. Is it still even? Put that leg back down. And left leg tabletop. Again, keep your pelvis steady and strong. Good. And down. And lift. Good. And again, lift. Good. Hold your right leg up in tabletop. Stay in your bow. Good. Now you're going to rotate your torso to your left. Your right leg is going to is going to open to your right. So you lift and look the other way. Good. Then exhale, pull it back to center. That should feel at first deceptively easy, and then as you come back, it should feel very visceral. I want you to make inner thigh on that right leg, come pull across your belly to the oblique on the other side. Yeah, I feel like I'm blending into my mat here. Is that better? I have to do this. Is that better? Oh, I'm sorry, I took away his sun spot. Good, last one. Good. All right, and then go ahead and come down out of your bow. Inhale and exhale back up into your bow, bringing your left leg in tabletop. Good. So now you're gonna rotate to your right. Left leg opens up. Good, and then pull yourself back to center. Good, rotate. Good, and pull yourself back to center. Good. Where's the light better? That's it, good. Make sure, if you're not feeling that super much, deeply, watch out, it's just not your arms falling over, Margie. So let your torso rotate, right? Your middle of your torso is going with those arms. You have to rotate out. Good, bring it back in. Here, let me touch it here. How's that? Better? My dog is so upset. He is trying to get to the sun now. I've closed the curtain. Good. All right, come in for a little rest. Should be feeling nice and alive across here. Let's take ourselves up. You know what we haven't done in like 2 weeks is the 100. So feeling that set place around your ribs, we're going to inhale and exhale up into that bow. Good. So I'm going to start with my feet on the floor. I'm going to get those arms going straight up and down. See if I can get the collarbones open. See if I can pull my head, right, away so that my chin drops in. Yes, good. Good. All right. Now, if you're feeling good about that, go ahead and bring those legs up. And if you want to raise them up high, you can. And if you want to reach them down low, you can. All of those are good things. That's it. Good. Keep on breathing. Good. Can you push out all the air so that you can feel all the air come back in, making you expand? Nara's showing a modification. She's got one leg out. That's super. So if you want to do the same, yeah, and Annie's showing a tabletop version. Awesome. I love it. Good. This should be our last set of breaths. Good. Good. And then go ahead and pull those knees in and release your back down to the mat. Good. Or your shoulders down to the mat. So let's extend those legs all the way out long. Dorsiflex your feet so the heels are flat down. We're going to lift one leg up to the sky, and we're going to start with a dorsiflexed foot today. So that heel is reaching up. Some of you are going to get a stretch right off the bat. We're going to lower that guy down across your center. Exhale up around the outside. That's it. Inhale down. Exhale up around the outside. Now we're just going to change it a little bit. It goes down. Good. It comes up. It's going to point as it comes up. Then when it gets to the top, dorsiflex. Feel the stretch. Good. And then as it hits the bottom, it's going to point, come back up, get to the top, dorsiflex. Yes, good. Down to the bottom, to the top. It's pointing, and then dorsiflex one more that direction. Good. Oops, I didn't point. And then dorsiflex. All right, so other way, we're going to start with dorsiflexion just twice, feeling ourselves reaching through that heel. Good. Now on this side, we're going to do the opposite. It's going to go down in dorsiflexion, right? So that it crosses your midline with a pointed toe. You should feel that a little more intensely. Feel the change across that inner thigh. I'm sorry, I know. He's like so mad at me about the light. Good. Good. Yeah, and then you can bring that leg down and other leg comes up. Anyone feel that a little more intensely on their inner thigh than normal? Yeah, good, good. All right, so we're gonna start again dorsiflexed on the other side. Just 2 times, and then we'll add our foot choreography. Good, so it'll go down dorsiflexed and then point as it comes up. And down, dorsiflexed, and point as it comes up. There you go. Good. Good. And then when you get to the top of that next one, you can reverse, starting with 2 in dorsiflexion, right? 2 in dorsiflexion the whole way. Good. And then it's pointing or down to the outside, dorsiflexing up to the inside. So what that also does, right, you have your inner thigh muscles, but it helps also turn on our vastus medialis just a little bit there. A little bit extra. Good. Good. One more, one more. No, so on the first side, it is confusing because as we go across the midline, we're pointing, and as we come up to the outside, we're dorsiflexing. But when we switch directions, we changed it so that we are dorsiflexing across the, pointing to the outside, and then dorsiflexing to the inside. It's actually kind of the same. The foot is in the same position depending on which side of your midline it's on. But it messes with your brain because it's going a different direction. I don't know if that made any sense. Okay, legs nice and long. Let's have some roll-ups. We've been stabilizing for a while, so we're going to roll ourselves up to sitting, pressing those heels down, right? Sometimes it helps to think of pressing the back of your thigh down, or if you can press your knee down and pull your kneecap toward your hip, that's also good. And I say that, right, press knee down has to be coupled with the idea of pulling the kneecap towards your hip so that you're not locking out your knees. That's it. Good. Quick reminder that exhaling makes you more supple, right? Holding your breath or bracing your breath, that kind of breathing will make you stiff, so it will make it harder for you to roll. Good. And one more time up. Yeah. Good. And then we're going to stay up here. We're going to take those hands behind us. You're also welcome to come down onto your forearms. We're going to do some hip circles. In either case, this isn't me resting in my arms. This is my shoulder blades pulling nice and strong, pressing the fingertips down, and then I'm going to bend my knees. Good. So level 1s, 2s, if you feel like a full leg might be too heavy here, yet you can move from the thighs, not the toes. I want you to think of where your thigh bones are moving. And we are going to roll the hips around, and your goal is to keep those ribs in. Yes? Joseph Pilates talks about pulling your chest in. You're holding your chest tight. Yeah? Good. My friends on elbows, it's the same. Collarbones are open, shoulder blades on, and you are keeping this part of you still while the lower part rolls. Yeah, try 5 or 6 one way, and then reverse. Good. And again, you're welcome to do full leg, right? Using that exhale breath to bring those legs up. Oh, come on, girl. That's it. Now watch out for shoulders. You see shoulders popping up? That's it. Yeah, there you go. I saw that change. Good. Good. That's it. Good. And then when you get your 5 or 6, if you can stay on your hands, stay on your hands. You're going to lift up into a hip bridge. It'll feel good to open up the, did I say hip bridge? Table bridge. And if you would prefer to be on your elbows, you can do that as well with a little push there. Yeah, just a moment, just a quick little moment. Good. Because we're going to do rollovers. We're rolling all the way down to the mat. Remember, you are welcome to use a wall. It's Wednesday, so we don't have Mark here to show the wall version. So if anyone needs to see that, let me know. legs are up to the sky. Inhale, exhale, push strong with your arms, right? Inhale, open those feet. Exhale, roll your way down. So even my friends at the wall, I want you to have that sense of pushing down. This is as much about your lats as triceps as it is about the rest of you here, right? Strong push. And strong hold. That's it. Good. And we have one more. Good. That's it. Nice job, gang. Nice job. Bend those knees. Arms up to the sky. Exhale up into your bow. Bring those legs up on the tabletop. Woot. Good. All right, take your hands behind your thighs. Good. Now your upper body's going to go for a ride. You're going to push your thighs down to the ground and release. I know. Push your thighs down to the ground and release. Your arm is staying bent. So now this is about bicep being strong, right? You just had tricep time pushing down. Now you're getting a little bicep time. Mary, if your wrist doesn't feel good holding, try putting the side of your fist here. Again, I don't know your injury, so that might be more comfortable than holding your thigh. Yep. That's it. Just push. I want you to feel your glutes trying to outpull your biceps. Oh, good. One more. Pull. Good. All right. Then you get one freebie. You get to rock and roll up to sitting. Ta-da. Okay. We're going to roll like a ball. Rolling like a ball. You're going to do 3 straight back and then 3 to one side, maybe 4. 3 to the other side, maybe 4, right? Because I think it takes 1 to just figure out your balance. Okay? All right. Anybody need another option? You have an option you like? You're good? Okay. If you wanted to there, Nara, I'm not sure what you've got going, but you could pull that knee up into your chest with your back against the wall. But if you have like your plan, you do your plan. Good. And up. There we go. Yes, look at you guys. Your tucks are staying better. I love it. I love it. Good. Okay. And then remember, you're going to just go on one side of you. Go gentle. My spine minders, you do not roll down, right? You guys are going to take it gently, but not any less intenseful, right? It's still intense for you guys. It's just you're not going to crash down on your bones. Good. There I go, tip to the other side. Good. When you get your last roll, I'm doing an extra one because I just love them. Good. When you get your last one, go ahead and gently roll down. We're going to go into our 5s. We'll extend one leg out, one leg in. Good. Yeah. And if you're ready, you can start your single leg stretch, right? One and the other. Now here, remember we talked about shoulder blades? We did a lot on Monday, shoulder blades. Can you hug your shoulder blade flat to your back and feel it pulling that foot toward your back, right? The mid back is holding on. So again, it's like half of a rolling like a ball right here. Can you feel that feeling? Good. 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 One more on each side. That's it. Good. All right. Let's add our rotation. So reach, genie box, hands behind head. You can even have a catching hand, right? If you want to give yourself a little support, you can catch and pull. Maybe it can help you get a little more range of motion. If you're using the catch and pull and it's pulling you up, awesome. See if you can stay up that high as you twist to the other side. So instead of falling back and then catching and grabbing, stay up as you go. Yeah, use your assist to get better. Good. Good. One more on each side. Good. All right, and then go ahead and come in for a brief little break. Brief break. One leg up, one leg out. I know, break is over. Curl up into your bow. Good. Got that leg for scissors. Here we go. And switch. Good. Remember this leg that comes down. Give it that push against that imaginary marshmallow. If you had a Bosu, you could put it under your feet and feel the push. Feel the back side of that leg. Good. Good. One more on each side. We're going to do windmills today. So legs come back up. Hands behind your head. Find your good float. Good. Scissor your legs open. And then open the legs in opposite directions around. They scissor through. They scissor back. And then they circle in opposite directions. Scissor through. Scissor back. Circle. Now you're welcome to put a little hand on your leg, right? If you'd like a little support there, why not? Just don't rely on it. Make sure you're pushing actively into that leg. Good. All right, pelvis steady. Pelvis steady. Good. And last one. All the way out. Long legs. There we go. Good. And then both legs come in for a brief little rest. Good. Feet come back to the ground. Knees apart. Butterfly bridge. So again, check your feet if your knees are feeling any ache, right? It might mean more forefoot, more hind foot, more pushing the whole foot toward itself, right? Toward its partner. But the bridge is little, just a little lift. Good. And then lower back down. Good. And a little lift. Squeezing that booty. And then back down. Good. And lift. Good. Should feel good. Oops, that's not going right. Good. And one more little lift. Good. Hold that lift. Hold that lift. We're going to bring those legs together in a 4 count. So your feet will have to step a little bit, but you'll end up in a closed neutral bridge. So 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that. Your feet are together, but they're flat on the floor. Draw your inner thighs in as you push your heels down. Your hips should lift up. Good. Now see if you can keep them that high as you open back into your butterfly bridge. So I'm actually putting my hands here as markers, trying to get my knees to open, trying to get my glute to wrap under me and hold that hip up. Good. Inhale, exhale, close it. Putting your feet down. Good. Drawing up through the inner thigh to the pelvis. Push it down, keep pulling up. It's gonna make the back of your inner thigh turn on more. Good, and then keep it that high. Again, I'm putting my hands on the sides as markers to see if I can keep my hips up here. Yes, you guys, gold star, Margie, Annie, I see you checking those hips. Good, good. And then one more time, inhale, exhale, up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, drive into your heel, lift a little more. Inner thighs drawing up and in. Oh, good. And then round down through your spine. Good. So now your feet are close together, yes? Open your toes apart in Pilates stance. Heels are together now, just the heels, right? Lift your heels up, feel your tippy toes on the ground. Now my foot minders, if this is not comfortable for your foot, keep your heels down, okay? But you have to just give me a little more pressure in the forefoot. So we're gonna lift those heels up and then we're gonna push our hips up. Some of us will feel up deep under the glute, a little more precisely, shall we say, and then lower that back down and lift it up. Good. And lower back down. Now, if you're getting any knee ache, can you check that your heels are staying active, right? Remember we talked about the duct tape around the back of your foot? So duct tape around the back of your foot plus your big toe and pinky toe. Good. That's it. Good. Yeah. If you're getting a backache, not a knee, but a backache, check with your pinky toe side. Hold the big toe, check with the pinky toe. And that should get you out of your back and down back into your butt. Can you feel that? I know, it's kind of fun. It's like having little remote controllers down in your feet for what's happening up here. Good. One more time. Hold that lift. Good. All right, you're up on your heels. You're just going to take your feet into parallel neutral now, right? And set your heels down. Good. And then lower that down. Good. Now you get to have a nice smooth roll. Roll that spine up. Should feel good. Roll that spine down. Ah, that's lovely. Good. 2 more times. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Good. And rolling back down. Good. And last one. Rolly, rolly, roll. Good. And then all the way down. Nice job. Second position. So feet are wide. Feet are wide. Good. Neutral lift. We're going to add arms today. Just taking those arms up overhead. As you come down in neutral. So some of you are going to get a big stretch through your armpits. Good. And then bring the arms back down to your side. So up. Exhale down in neutral. See if your shoulder blades will stay on your back. Bring your ribs down with you. Good. Arms to your sides. Good. Up overhead. Shoulder blades stay on your back. That's it. Good. Yes. Good. And then down. Good. And one more time. Good. Nice. Okay, so we just woke up our glute meads a little bit. We're coming back to those guys in a second. We're going to let ourselves roll all the way up to sitting. Have a little spine twist. So reminder, you're welcome to please sit on a pillow, roll up your mat, give yourself a little height. If you have any kind of ache in your hamstring or pull on your back, arms up. We're just going to inhale, inhale, exhale to center. Inhale, inhale, exhale to center. That's it. There we go. Good, keep going. I'm just going to adjust this light. Good. Nice, you guys. I love how everyone's keeping this space. Yeah, so Judith, keep that space. As much as one arm goes back, the other one stays away from it. Stays forward. Yes! That's it. Good. Now everyone's really keeping the space. Good. Good. All right, let's change our breath. We're going to exhale, exhale, inhale, grow tall. My palms are facing up now, but everything's the same, right? Staying tall. Good. Can you make sure that your ribs are over those hips? So watch out. They're going to be tempted to push out in one direction or slide off to the side. Keep them aiming right down. Good. Last one each way. Nice. Good. And let those arms rest for a sec. Good. I need a quick sip of water. We're going to come onto our side. And here is where I might be showing multiple options for everyone, okay? We're gonna do a side plank. So I'll start with knees and hand. You could also do knee and forearm. If you're feeling vigorous, go right into your full plank. Lifting up, we're gonna do what Joseph Pilates called side bend. So we're gonna push the hips up, create the arc, but then drop the hip, look at the hand like you've got a weight in it. Push back up and then drop it. So this can also be done on forearm, right? Full plank, legs are stacked, same idea, big arc, and then drop the hip, look at it. So you're getting torso rotation up, good, and down. Yes. Up, good, and down. Good, and then Chinda's showing another option. Thanks, Chinda. So she's long and she's lifting her waistline up and then pulling her abs in and pulling her waistline down. So lifting and lowering. Yeah, good job. Good. And that's almost 6-ish. Yeah, does that feel like that's almost 6-ish? Good. You okay there, Annie? If you've gotten 6-ish, you're okay. Okay. Then let's come on to our front side. We're going to do single leg kick. So we're having a little interlude before we do the other side. So forearms down, collarbones open, chest lifted. Everyone, thighs off the ground. Of course, if you are protecting an injury, feel free to keep those thighs down. But otherwise, thighs off the ground. We dorsiflex, point, extend the leg. Dorsiflex, point, extend the leg. And I want you to feel yourself pushing your leg away from you, like it's going down again through marshmallow cream, right? Something thick. So your hamstring is then working eccentrically. Yeah? That's it, good. Torso stay up, right? Spine is lifting. This is spinal extension as well as hip extension, right? We're trying to keep the thigh off the ground. And that might not be visible from there, but I'm trying. Good. Last one on each side. Good. Good. Nice. Go ahead and sit back in a little child's pose. Good. And then we'll flip over and do that same side bend version of the plank on the other side. So if you forgot what your options are, hand, right? Hand and knees, pushing up, and then keeping strong in that shoulder as you lower the hip and look, right? So keep strong in the shoulder. Keep the ground pushing away from you even as you lower down and look. It's not a collapse like this. See that nastiness? No. We don't want that nastiness. We want something more like that. Yeah? Same thing on your forearm, friends. Right? You're here. Keep pushing the ground away as you look. You're not going to collapse down like that. No. Okay? All right. And then same thing. Full plank, people. Actually, I'm out of mat. Up and over. And then down and look. Good. And then, of course, Chinda's got that very elegant side one. Looking down and looking up, right? Lifting the waist and then engaging the waist. Good. I'll join you. We should be close to 5 or 6 now. Yeah? Close to 5 or 6. And then after you get your last one, you can gently lay yourself down on your belly for a little bit of swan. I'm going to see which way I can see you guys today. I feel like the camera's in a different spot. So my head is all over the place. So little swan, baby swan. We're just going to float that sternum off the ground. Booty on, right? So you just did single leg kick a moment ago. And you could feel the back side of your leg turn on when you did that, I hope. So you're going to turn that same feeling on here, even though the leg is staying on the ground. Yep. Yeah. I love. Marchie's like, okay, what was that feeling? And she's doing her kicks. That's perfect, right? Do whatever helps your body remember. That's awesome. Good. All right, so the next one, we're going to stay lifted. We're going to pull those scarecrow arms off the ground. Try to get your hand closer toward the ceiling than your elbows. Take a breath there and lay it all down. So inhale, prepare, exhale, baby swan. Inhale, exhale, lift your scarecrow arms. Try to get your hand closer toward the ceiling. Feel your shoulder blades or allow your shoulder blades to flatten to your back. Good, and then come back down. I say allow You keep going. I say allow because a lot of times we lift it and then we're stuck in an old pattern. You have to allow the front to open so the shoulder blade in the back can turn on. Yeah, that's it. Good. Good. And one more time, one more time. Nice. We're going to add arms reaching forward. So you have two options here. You probably have more than that, but these two, we're going to come up. We're going to reach those arms forward, palms in. Good. Bring them back to Superman, or sorry, back to Scarecrow and down. So it's up, Superman reach, pull it back in and down. Now, if you get out here and you start to feel load, put your hands on the ground. Keep sliding them. Bring them back in and lift them back up, right? So again, notice where you feel like you've reached your today's load limit. Put hands down, slide, bring them back in, lift them back up. Okay? I want you to try 6 of those. You're probably about halfway through by now. Good. That's it. Turn on your glutes for me, Margie. Pull them into your midline. That's it. Good. Nice. Good. Good. And then gently down. Good. All right. So we should take those hands. We should take those hands. We're going to press down on those hands and allow ourselves to lift up into our big swan. Check your heels. Should be pointing toward each other. Good. And then gently lay that back down. Good. And inhale and exhale. Lift. Oh, that's it. Good. And gently back down. Good. Yeah, easy peasy. All right, one more. All 10 fingers lifting you up. Good. Check which ones are getting lazy right here. Check which ones are lazy. Which ones could press into the ground a little bit more. That's it. There you go. Good. All right, from there, don't come down. You're going to scoop your abs up and in. More, until you can sit back in child's pose. Your hands will drag back with you. Good. Letting yourself have a little stretch. Good. Then we're going to walk those feet forward so that we can do a little reverse plank. Or in Pilates, it's called leg pull front. So if you know the option that your body likes to do and that option challenges you enough, you go ahead and do it. I'm going to show from gentlest to most challenging. So fingertips down, right? Elbows pointing back, pressing into the ground, right? Just feeling that chest lift while you maintain the shoulders. Other option, of course, is on forearms. Same idea, pressing into the ground. Elbows pull toward each other and the shoulder blades are on, okay? Then you could come into a little hover, right? Beep, 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 just a little hover. You could take that into a straight leg little hover, right? So just a little tiny hover there. Good. Then when you feel the next step, it's actually table bridge, getting you to hold more of your weight. Then from there, you can put a foot out and put your weight on that one foot. And if that feels good, step out the other one. Yeah? Good. Then you can add leg pull to any of those. So you're here and you can have your seated soldier leg pull, right? You could be here, right? Have a tabletop or extend it out full leg pull, right? And then you could do the same thing here. Boop, boop. Any of those. Yeah. But we should have by now gotten at least four of your reverse planks and maybe 3 on each side with the leg pull if you added it in. Yes? Is that where we are? About? Good. Okay, because we're going to flip around. Back onto our front side. Push-ups. So push-ups, we're going to do 3 push-ups. Roll all the way back in, come up to a stand, roll all the way back out, 3 more push-ups. We're going to do 3 sets of 3. After your 3rd set, stay up. Yeah? So here you go. Where are we? Push-ups. You can do your push-ups at a wall instead. You can do scapular push-ups at a wall or on the floor, on knees, on furniture, full plank, feet elevated on something, shins elevated, right? Everyone has lots of options, and if you can't remember something that works for you, ask me. I'm here for you. Yeah, good. Keep your eyes not under you, but cross this line of your fingertips. That makes sense? So don't, down here, look across this line, forward a little bit. That's it, good. So after your 3, remember you're gonna walk back, round your spine all the way up, round it back down. Give me 3 more beautiful push-ups. You could do 4 if you want each time, why not? That's it. Nice, Margie. Good. So now when you go down, I want you to think of your throat lifting up. Don't let your head lead you. Lift your throat a little bit. Does that make sense? Yes, that's nice. Good, I saw that. Where's Chinda? Just couldn't see what you were doing. Just checking on you. So after last one, you have to push away from the ground and come all the way up. Yeah, nice and tall. So those of you who are already through those sets, we're gonna spine twist in a stand, pushing those arms apart. So just like spine twist seated, this space stays equally open, right? Push one back, pull the other one back. Good. That's it. Pull them both open. Good. That's it. Good. Can you imagine those 10 fingers, front hand and back hand, pushing actively on something? A lot of times we'll push sort of with part of the hand, right? We make this pretty little hand and the pinky doesn't help. Push also with your pinky. Push through. Feel what happens. It's helping. Some of you will go, oh my God, right here, right at the shoulder blade. And you notice that? Yes, right? Just that it's just like the pinky of your foot kind of helps up here. Pinky of that hand, missing link. Good. Good. And last one. Good. All right. Go ahead and pull that down nice and wide, taking the hands behind us. Just lift the chest up for a moment. Let the elbows point back. Good. Now pull those ribs back. Make sure your feet are ready to take them. Good. So ribs back over your hips. Nice. Good. And then round down into a bow. Hands still staying connected. Should be a nice stretch in your spine. Back of your neck. Good. Lift up. Good. Reaching back. Hold it for a moment. You get to pop for just a sec. And then pull those ribs back over your hips. Get the feet ready to hold them. Good. And then round down again. Good. And then last time up. Good. Ribs come back into place. There they go. Good. That's, and then just release. Just release those arms. Head to the side. Good. Head falls forward. To the other side. Good. And head falls forward. Good. And back to where it started. We're going to come back forward one more time. One more time. Then you decide which side of your neck needs a little more stretch. Go there. I'm not sure. I think it's this one. Good. Yep. And when you've done stretching, let your head just fall to the front. You should feel stretch up the back of your neck. Find those feet. Big toe, pinky toe, middle toes at 20% to the ground. Good. Lift up through your spine a little bit more. Putting that space in the front of your hips. Good. And when you're ready, push the big toes down and let your head just float back up. There we go, you guys. Thank you. Nice work this morning, everybody. Nice to have our prodigal daughter back. But at least you weren't out doing bad things. You were out doing good things. The wrist. Yeah, so use the wall, right? Use